guys. Moist Critical. I know everybody want to hear my opinion on what he had to say. Let's get it. Let's start. Let's start. Oh, let me get mentally prepared. All right. Let's go.
In years, it's finally concluded. The Attack on Titan series finale just aired last night. And as I've mentioned in the past, this is one of the only shows I've ever watched week by week as it aired during its seasons. It started when I was a young virgin male in college going through my own mysterious anime character phase where I have no doubt I frightened all of my peers into thinking I was some unhinged psychopath. And now a decade later, I've shed that skin. I'm no longer a young virgin male. I'm an elder sexual deity.
Blah, blah, blah.
All I knew is that there were a ton of people that were extremely dissatisfied with the way that it wrapped up in the manga. And that, of course, made me very worried about how the anime would stick the landing, or if it would just fumble and flop like a lot of other anime endings. But I'm happy to say that this was a beautifully fitting ending. I don't think it was perfect. There are still a few criticisms I have of it, but overall I think it is an incredibly strong finish to what I believe is a masterpiece of a show. Not just a masterpiece of anime, a masterpiece of a show in general. I really hold this series in high regard, and I am so satisfied with the way that it completes itself here. And it makes me wonder, what the fuck went wrong in the manga? Was the community just smoking on stupid juice or something? On that Scooby-Doo dick kush? I don't understand exactly what they didn't like about the ending, because I went back and checked. Apparently, the ending in the manga is pretty similar to the ending in the anime that just aired, only the anime had a couple of tweaks, a couple of additions, and a few minor adjustments, but nothing major. The story beats are still, for the most part, the same from what I can tell. So why were people pissing and shitting over the manga ending? It's a good, satisfying conclusion.
Alright, tell me why it's good. Let's hear it.
The theory I can formulate up here in my smooth little brain is that people just wanted a 100% happy ending where everyone wins, it's all sunshine and rainbows, and the world is perfect. And that would never be the case in a series like this.
But that's what happened! What the fuck? What? That's what happened, nigga! What are you talking about? That's what happened! What? What is he talking about? He must be talking about the extra pages. Hold on. I need to see. Did someone upload it? Wait. Did someone upload it? Fuck. Where is it? Fuck. Okay. Let me pull it up. Bro, there's no way. There's no way he means that. There's no way he's serious right now. Trying not to get copyright. Nigga, what are you smoking on? Did you watch this? It doesn't get much more sunshine and rainbows than this, nigga. What the fuck? What the fuck do you mean? I damn near see a rainbow. What is he talking about? I think I see one. What? Okay, whatever.
If they did go that direction with a happy ending, it would ruin Attack on Titan.
But that's what they did. The ending, which is 139, the rumbling already happened, so the ending was pretty happy. The only person died was Eren. It was happy. Everybody got their Titans back. Everybody wasn't a Titan no more. The world was peaceful. They was planting trees, smiling and shit. What do you mean? That's happy. How is that not happy? How is that sad?
It would run counter to everything that this series has propped up and framed. And I am so glad they didn't take
extra pages, yeah, okay.
That easy cop-out.
The extra pages is so far detached from the story that you can't call it happy or sad. It's 1,000 trillion years later. They literally look like aliens, basically. So how can you call that sad? That's totally, you can't attach emotion to that because it's so far away from you. The only thing you can attach emotion to, happiness, is the characters that you're familiar with. And they had a pretty damn happy ending. I don't understand.
Method, because they did have a chance with the way, I don't want to get into spoilers here, but they did have the opportunity to just pull their punch and say, hey, actually, everyone's okay, everything's great, happy ending, you know, wee, woo.
They did.
And I'm so glad they didn't do that.
But they did do that.
Like, this is not a story that deserved a happy ending.
Okay, whatever, bro. Can you tell me why this ending's good now?
Time again, that no matter what you do, there will always be conflict.
Okay, bro, damn. You're saying this? Wait, is you saying that's good?
But there can also always be hope. And I love the way that they finish on that note.
But when The Last of Us 2 said that, you said it was trash. You said you already know that. It's basic. You already, but you said to debate him. Bro, you act like I could just call this nigga like, Moist, let's debate. He don't want to debate me? Okay, he's fine. He said The Last of Us 2 is trash. He's fine, but that's fine. We're not talking about The Last of Us 2, but I'm saying one of the reasons why he said it was trash was because in that story, violence being bad was such a obvious thing. So what am I supposed to learn from that, basically? But here, where violence will always occur is such an obvious thing, what am I going to learn from that? That's beautiful.
You can boil it down even simpler into basically war never changes. Humans are just predisposed to it. No matter how large the conflict is, no matter how great the resolution is, or how long the period of peace is, it's only a matter of time until the cycle starts over again, which is what the post-credits scene alludes to in the finale as well. Yeah, I just think it is a beautiful, beautiful...
Okay, bro, why? What makes it good? Why is it good?
Around
not the extra ending. Let's talk about the actual what happened in the story with Eren and the characters we know. Why is that good?
A lot of the things I want to talk about. So
let's go.
This is your spoiler warning here.
Yes. Okay.
Of Eren from the hero everyone roots for, with a very simple shonen goal of I want to kill every titan so the world is safe, and to take an idea that simple of I want to kill every titan so the world and my friends are safe, and to morph it into what he's become here with basically a genocidal maniac is so incredibly risky, but done so well that I think it is probably the best example I've ever seen of a hero falling from grace. And the way the finale handles this character, Eren Yeager, it blew my mind. So this entire last season, leading up to this as well, Eren has become kind of like this cold, calculating monster who's going to destroy the entire world so that way his friends are safe and the people he cares about are safe. He deduces the only way to keep his people alive is by killing everybody else, basically. So that way, you know, there's no one left, thus there's no war, there's no one to attack them anymore. And at its core, that is the exact same idea he had when he was a child. Kill all the titans. But over time, it changes into kill everyone, because it's the only way to keep the people I care about safe. He is still a raging child, fundamentally, with the same goals. And in the finale, we finally get to see him, you know, without the mask on. He no longer has that facade of being a stoic, uncaring menace. We get to see him break down. Cry, and we get the whole kit and caboodle. When Armin talks to him, Eren reveals that he is still just a fucking idiot that found a lot of power. He even says that word. He says he is a garden variety idiot who fell into a lot of power. And the only answer he has to any of the problems in the world is rage. He says that That he is a slave to freedom. He can't escape his very nature, which is just a dumb idiot whose only answer to anything is violence. He never changed. He has always been a kid, basically, who is having a temper tantrum.
So sad, man. It's just so sad. It's like, what did you watch, man? It's like, what the fuck did you watch?
But he gets so much power that that temper tantrum changes the entire world. And I've seen a bit of criticism over that scene, like, why would Eren start crying? This goes so against his character. And it's like you're not even watching the show, or you're... watching it with just your brain turned off and clapping at all the flashy animation. Like, this is very in line with his character from the very beginning. He is the only character in this show that just doesn't change at all.
I'm not gonna even bring that. I'm gonna need another one. Let's get another one. Let's see where he does it. Let's get another one where he doesn't change. Damn, it's 400 people here. Let's see. Pop up. Should have these clips ready. There we go. Man, this audio's trash. What the fuck?
Too. I don't have a choice. That's why. You got beneath in a. Just kill. I can't say me. The mission is all we have. Listen. That's.
Forget about that.
Just.
Not in this scene. Weird. Am I skipping over it? Where is it? Just forget about that. Yeah, I'm skipping. Here we go. Bro, why are none of these clips with it in there? Use the manga? Yeah, I'll use the manga, but I want voice because I want the people who watch this, I want them to see it. Reiner, Eren. It was after? It's not, it's literally not. Okay, here it is. This gotta be it. This gotta be the full conversation. Here we go. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Now, what did you say, Charlie? Charlie!
Flashy animation. Like, this is very in line with his character from the very beginning. He is the only character in the show that just doesn't change at all. His number one...
At all. He doesn't change at all.
そのために来たんだろう。
ああ、言ったっけ、そんなこと。忘れてくれ。
Doesn't change at all, guys. This is the guy who never changed. He never changed. Yeah. Never changed. Yeah. We were wrong, guys.
Priority in the world was the protection and safety of his friends, but he even admits in the finale that he got so lost and his brain so messed up from all of this power that he wasn't even sure if his friends were going to survive, to which he had so much regret. But one thing that I found extremely interesting here, and I can't help but draw a mirror to my favorite anime, well, what was my favorite anime, I think Attack on Titan is now going to be my favorite, because I really do think they did nail the ending, Code Geass. Code Geass ends, this is big spoilers, Code Geass ends with our main character Lelouch being the ultimate villain, the biggest villain the world has ever seen, and he allows a symbol of hope to kill him. It was all part of his plan. Him and his best friend Suzaku, who is now wearing the original disguise of Zero, who becomes a symbol of hope, stabs Lelouch publicly in front of everyone, killing him, thus ending the evil, this cycle of hatred. All right then and there, hope prevails.
Wait a minute.
And Zero is the hero, basically. In Attack on Titan...
No. Say that again?
Cycle of hatred, all right publicly in front of everyone, killing him, thus ending the evil, this cycle of hatred. All right then and there. And I am so satisfied with the story beats are still, for the most part, this world is perfect. And that would never be the case in a series like this. If they did go that direction with a happy ending, it would ruin Attack on Titan. It would run counter to everything that this series has propped up and framed. And I am so glad they didn't take that easy cop-out method, because they did have a chance with the...
Yikes. Yikes.
Gone. He no longer has that facade of being a stoned off, and I can't help but draw a mirror to my favorite, basically, Destroyer. And in Attack on Titan, Eren had a similar motive that he unveils to Armin at the end. He wanted to be the ultimate evil, which he was. He destroyed 80% of humanity in the fucking rumbling, literally trampling them under his feet. And he wanted Armin and Mikasa, all of them, to kill him so that they would be the heroes. They would be the most important people in history because they stopped Eren Yeager, the ultimate destroyer. And I just thought that was so beautiful. And it draws an obvious comparison to the way Code Geass ends, in my opinion. But I really think they fucking nailed that concept.
Moist. The reason why that plot line worked in Code Geass is because of multiple different things that you're not taking into context. First of all, Zero's attack and Lelouch's execution were publicly shown on television. They were televised. The whole world saw it happen live. Nobody can debate that it happened because they literally physically watched it happen. That's number one. Number two, Lelouch was evil and was the grand ruler of the entire planet for a long time. I don't remember how long, but it was a minute. Like, it was a good amount of time. So that the world had enough built up rage to point directly at him. That's the second thing. Number three, Lelouch didn't kill 80% of the planet. He didn't do that. He didn't really kill anybody. So it kind of makes it easier to forgive and forget if he didn't kill anybody, right? It was 1 month? Okay, 1 month. It was enough time for the world to hate this nigga. He took over the world for a month. So this isn't really the same. Eren actually did kill the whole entire world. It's harder to forgive and forget when he killed everything. And also, they didn't see Eren get killed. For all they know, he could still be very much alive. They didn't see it. Only these Marleyan soldiers saw it. Who cares what they think? Who cares what you guys say? Do you have evidence? The rumbling stopped, but maybe he just thought we were in hiding. Maybe he ran out of power. Maybe he didn't want to kill everyone. Maybe just most of us. I don't know. But I don't see him die. So how does that work? It's not the same as Code Geass. It's the same in theory, but in execution, it's not the same. It doesn't work.
Concept, and it's not like it came out of nowhere. That does feel like something Eren would want to do. And
I wonder if it'll come up if I put it. There we go.
巨人に地上を支配される前、人類は種族や断りの違う者同士で果てのない殺し合いを続けていたと言われておる。その時に誰かが言ったそうな。もし人
If something beyond man appeared before us as a powerful foe,
類以外の強大な敵が現れたら、人類は一
mankind will take up arms together in unity.
丸となり、争いをやめるだろうと。お主
No,
は
take slow mode off. Don't turn slow mode on. Take slow mode off.
どう思う
What do you make of that?
そんな言い伝えがあるんですか。それは随分とのんきですね。あくびが出ます。
It seems rather
あくび
optimistic.
が出ます。
Doesn't interest me though.
in my opinion, but I really think they fucking nailed that concept. And it's not like it came out of nowhere. That does feel like something Eren would want to do. And
He literally said he would not want to do it. Bar for bar, word for word. He literally said, like, not even interpretation. He literally said he would not want to do that. So how?
And then when he gets all this power, he mentions that his mind is scrambled. It's a mess because with the power he has, he sees the past and the future all happening simultaneously. And it leads to him basically being this puppet master that makes sure that the future plays out the way that he's experiencing it in his head. And he says he's tried so many times to like change things, but it always plays out exactly the same. It's a really interesting explanation for how things work, but it does bring me to a criticism I have of it. The way they execute this exposition, I think, is way too jumpy. They jump all over the place abruptly. So it happens during a very climactic moment in the finale, and then it immediately starts jumping to start piecing together the puzzle of what the fuck is actually happening in terms of Eren's motivation, in terms of Ymir, in terms of everything overarching in the world, how it all takes form and shape. And I don't really like how much it jumps around. I think there definitely could have been a smoother way of doing it, so that way it wouldn't be as convoluted. Of course, it was always going to be a little complicated because of just how big the story is with so many moving parts, but I think by having it jump from different time periods, like Armin and Eren as kids, and now all of a sudden here's like an alternate reality that could have happened with Mikasa and Eren, instead of just jumping all over the place, if they had just streamlined that a little bit more to feed you these explanations, I think it would have just gone over better and would have led to a little bit less confusion. But it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's actually very aesthetically pleasing, and it's pretty beautiful, a lot of the places they revisit while doing this exposition, but I just think that it led to a little more confusion than it needed to. Now, while I do think it is a little hard to follow with all the jumpiness, what they actually deliver is extraordinary. So I mentioned that alternate timeline with Mikasa and Eren, and I think that is such an important thing that a lot of people are overlooking. So basically what happened in one timeline, Mikasa confessed her love to Eren, and it causes him to abandon the rumbling, no longer going...
Bro, this isn't what happened, bro. This isn't what happened, brother. This isn't what happened, bro. This nigga's AOE theorist.
Scorched earth, and instead the two run away to a cabin to spend the last 4 years of Eren's life together. And what this showcases is that, well, Eren obviously saw what has and will happen, but Mikasa confessing her love is enough to get him to not go through with it. But by not going through with it...
But this just shows how poorly written this shit is, because bro really loved this shit, and he don't even know what the fuck is going on. Bro, that's not what happened. It's not a timeline or anything like that. It's a memory. Mikasa, it's a memory that Eren created and fabricated for Mikasa. He gave the same thing to Armin, but Armin's memory, obviously, Eren talked to Armin and didn't pretend like it wasn't a memory because he wanted to have a final talk with him because he actually respects Armin's intelligence to a degree instead of Mikasa. But Mikasa, he's basically just acting in that, but it's not a timeline. It's not a timeline, bro.
It doesn't stop death, destruction, and ruin from happening. It still happens, but Eren's not the one doing it. It's Marley. The choice was basically Eren commit genocide and save the people that he cares about, or do nothing, go live with Mikasa in a cabin, and let Marley commit genocide, and now the people he cares about are the victims. And they prop up so many mirrors to previously very important moments in the show during these sequences, and it's so unbelievably fucking beautiful and well done. It really is. But the important thing that this sequence highlights is that Mikasa not confessing her love to Eren is what allows him to go through with the rumbling.
No, that's not it, buddy. That's not what happened. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's not what happened. He just made a memory for the bitch, and I can prove that. And you can, if you think I'm just headcanoning this, I can prove it. If you watch the scene, his Titan marks on his cheek, they grow throughout the scene to simulate that over time it's getting closer and closer to reality. The same thing happens in 139. It's not a timeline, because if he wouldn't have those cheek marks unless he connected with Ymir. It's impossible. He wouldn't have the skeleton Titan. So yeah, it's not a timeline.
But he only ever had two choices.
They don't in the anime? Yes, they do.
Basically,
they do at the
either
end.
he commits genocide or Marley. And the thing that basically decides that is whether or not Mikasa tells him that she loves him. So it just highlights the importance of her keeping her feelings to herself, because then Eren goes through with this plan. I don't want to get hung up just breaking down each incredible scene here, but I'll go ahead and summarize. I think what Attack on Titan has done is something incredibly special.
Okay,
that
bro.
The anime from start to finish, I think, encapsulates everything beautifully. Even if you just like action, Attack getting thrown into the mix and fighting off our characters to protect them. It's really great fighting. It's beautifully animated. Peace in a very, very beautifully constructed world filled with interesting characters. I love what they've done with it. And also the music to accompany. I think Attack on Titan is probably my favorite anime now. Seasons, and now that it's concluded, it feels a little weird knowing that there's not going to be Attack on Titan the final season.
All right, so bro, this was just chatting then. All right, well, everyone's saying debate him, bro. If MoistCritikal asked me to debate him, bro, and I had to fucking fly out to California tomorrow, I would already have my ticket tonight, nigga. So it's not like it's up to me. But yes, please, if you could get him to want to debate me, I would be more than happy to show him why this ending is trash. But I don't even think I could. I think he's just so sure that it's good. There's nothing I could do about it. It is what it is, man.